I'm trying to platinum and 100% my backlog, starting with today's game, Robocop Rogue City. Developed by Teon and released on November 2nd, 2023, we've got 11 bronze, 10 silver and 6 gold trophies to get for the platinum. Jumping straight into it, our first trophy will be Night Has Just Begun, for completing the opening mission. The game starts with this Keith Flint wannabe, hijacking Channel 9 News to offer his gang services to the mysterious new guy in town. Enter Robocop and his long-term partner Anne Lewis. We blast our way through the building and quickly pick up our first trophy, Zip It Up, when we shoot this guy in the balls. We do some more killing and restore power to the elevators when Soot announces his escape. Dude's Prodigy tribute band have got a gig in an hour. But we've still got hostages to save and another trophy to grab for killing an enemy with a throwable object. This computer monitor serves perfectly when we launch it at this poor guy's head. Oh, get re-wrecked, son. Oh, sweet. Second trophy as well. We head upstairs but get caught in an explosion, which sends us a bit loopy as we start hearing voices and then see a hallucination of our ex-wife. Lewis has to finish the job for us, which ends the mission and gets us the first story trophy.
Nice.
Now, because we glitched out, OCP executive Max Becker has a monitoring chip installed in our head. We'll need to get graded each time we return to the precinct, and we'll need an A grade in one of these evaluations for the Trophy Officer of the Month. Getting an A grade shouldn't be a problem though, we'll just have to complete some side missions in the next area we visit. We also get introduced to skills at this point, and we'll need to fully upgrade a skill for the trophy Practice Makes Perfect. We'll earn skill points every 1000 XP, and also from finding OCP training discs throughout the game. My big brain strategy is to invest in deduction for extra XP early, but that's going to come back to bite me in the arse later in the video. We get a briefing from Sergeant Reed about gangs running riot to impress the mysterious new guy in town, and also our colleague Officer Briggs has been missing for over 24 hours. Apparently these cases are not linked.
Are the two cases connected?
No reason to assume so.
We head to downtown to find Soot, but we have more important things to do first, like issuing parking tickets. You know, if there was really a cyborg cop, Twitter would be in uproar that he's handing out parking tickets instead of fighting real crime. But in this virtual alternative of Detroit, it gets us the trophy, Uphold the Law. We're aiming for the A rank in our next evaluation, so it makes sense that we smash this radio that's too loud and give a ticket for aggravated theft. Oh man, this guy's got his priorities all wrong. We do make better use of our time though, by helping find a stolen car, and it also gives us the perfect opportunity to get the trophy Nukem, which we get when we kill 3 enemies with a single explosion. We of course also find the car, make an arrest to ensure we get that A rank. One more side mission to go, and this one has the trophy hard-boiled linked to its completion. We have to solve the murder of Casey Carmel, and to be honest, this mission is just a lot of back and forth scanning and questioning suspects. So we solve it, get the trophy, job done. Back to the main objective of locating Soot, we fight our way through this arcade basement to find the owner, and we get the location of a police informant. And this is where we have our second fuck up, as there is a missable trophy here. I mean, at this point I need to actually read trophy lists before I start playing games in future, so we'll be back later in the video for this one. We then blast our way to the police informant, and it's on our way to the slaughterhouse where Soot is supposedly meeting the new guy in town. Making it to Soot and finishing this mission will give us Dead or Alive for completing Soot's final encore. And I am glad to see Soot made it in time to form his Prodigy covers, but we are going to have to break it up.
Ooh, get off the stage.
We end up capturing him pretty easily, and then we find the new guy in town has finally shown up, and he has managed to capture Lewis. I know she humanizes Robocop in the films and stuff, but honestly, I'm a cyborg. Having a human partner just gets us in situations like this that could so easily be avoided. Anyway, we glitch out again and say goodbye to Soot at the hands of the new guy, who is finally going to get his identity revealed to us. And I don't know, it must be pretty big considering they've shrouded it in mystery up till this point.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Wendell Antonowski. I believe you've met my brother before.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Okay, I mean, I've seen Robocop at least 4 times, and I had to Google who this guy was. He shoots Lewis, so at least there's some motivation to take him down now. This is why you shouldn't have a human partner. Well, at least she doesn't die. We know she's in Robocop 3. Oh, okay. Dead or Alive, another trophy. After a cutscene and some therapy, it's evaluation time. We get the A rank we need, along with the trophy. We then talk to this guy and get a motherboard for our gun, which unlocks stat upgrades, along with the trophy, all adds up. While we're looking for info about Wendell, we discover Officer Briggs was the last person to look at Wendell's file, but apparently the cases aren't connected.
No reason to assume so.
It leads us to the Street Vultures gang at the steel mill, where we'll be aiming for 2 more trophies: Live by the Bike for shooting the gas tank of a moving motorcycle, and 20 seconds to comply for completing the mission Street Vultures Turf. At the steel mill, we find a police car with bloodstains and bullet holes. I'll be honest that it's not looking too good for Briggs at this point. We follow the blood trail and meet a new enemy type, Fast Movers, and this will be our opportunity to get Live by the Bike. But rather than waste time trying to aim at the gas tank, I decide to just throw a motorcycle at it, unlocking the trophy. The rest of the mission is pretty straightforward at this point. We find a recording of Briggs getting tortured by the Street Vultures, and lo and behold, Wendell turns up. At this point, I think it's safe to say the 2 cases are connected.
No reason to assume so.
We keep searching and find Briggs feeling a little bit chilly. Cue the reinforcements and the team up to end all team ups, Robocop and Ed 209. We have a friendly competition with Ed, which we lose. But it's okay because the big hunk of junk glitches out and we get to take our revenge in a boss fight. And we die. More than once.
Okay. Fuck's sake. Oh, I'm done with this.
So after failing miserably, we do manage to take Ed 209 down, complete the mission and unlock the trophy, 20 seconds to comply. We pay a quick visit to Lewis in the hospital before we fully upgrade our deduction skill, which gets us the trophy Practice Makes Perfect. We're able to get another trophy quickly after, as we get dead on for scoring 150 at the shooting range. And yeah, this guy still hasn't checked the trophy list, so we'll need to come back here later to get the This Guy's Really Good and Super Cop trophies. Now, when your gang has just killed a police officer, the obvious next thing to do is very loudly and publicly rob a bank. For us, it means it's time to get the trophy Don't Mess with the Money. Just like earlier with Ed 209, we have a friendly competition, but with the OCP forces. Now, there's no trophy for winning this competition, but I really want to win just for pride, so I try really, really hard.
Alright, 4 behind, 3. Is that just too far ahead of me? Alright, here we go. Alright, we're level. Come on, let's go. We're ahead. Another level again. Fuck. I don't think there's any... where are the rest of the enemies? Fuck!
And I lose again. My gaming skill is questionable at best. Fortunately for me, there's not much skill needed to finish the mission. We get to the bank vault and follow the Street Vultures tunnel to where they're gathered. A quick shootout follows and we are done with this one. It's back to downtown where we meet the CEO of OCP, otherwise known as the Old Man. He explains that the monitoring chip we've had installed is to help with our recent instability. We're off to find the Street Vultures leader now, and by the end of this trip out the precinct, we'll get the trophy book him for completing Ghosts of the Past. On the way, we come across our first training disc for an extra skill point, and the trophy, I'd buy that for $1. We get to Spike and the Prodigy fans holding him captive. Torchheads. We go full creep mode for a few seconds, and then decide to lay waste to them. We use a computer to find Wendell's location, Spike gets wheeled off in an ambulance, and we're off to the mall.
Well, let's go to the mall now. Let's do. You'll love the mall.
We find Wendell and, oh look, we glitch out again. I wonder if there's a link between these two things. We then go on a mushroom trip through the abandoned mall. We get to hear voices of Lewis, our ex-wife, our son, we see our old apartment. It's a jolly good time. Apart from the mannequins. Fuck these creepy ass mannequins. Our little mushroom trip finishes when we come face to face with our pre-Robocop self. We snap out of it, confront Wendell, and manage to arrest him. That gets us the trophy, book him. It's back to the shooting range quickly and we make light work of the 250 score we need for the 2 trophies that we missed earlier on. Next up is a trip to an old factory where Becca has requested to meet us alone. This clearly screams ambush. Well, that and the fact that our next trophy is missable and linked to this mission kinda gives it away too. We'll need to neutralise the old factory hostiles in under 10 minutes to unlock the trophy There Can Only Be One. We face off against waves of robots that don't really give us that much trouble, at least not until we get into the final wave where it becomes a little bit touch and go. We've got no healing left. Okay. Another one. Oh fuck, we're down to 1%. Okay, we got him. Still 1% health. I think there's only one more left. Is that all of them? Yes! There can only be one. Whew, that was way too close. We're off to visit Wendell in jail to find out who his contact in OCP is. Of course, he doesn't tell us, but he does reveal he's involved in an OCP project called Afterlife. A riot breaks out and Wendell makes his escape with a gang of mercenaries storming the prison. We glitch out again when we reach him, and considering we're meant to be a super cop, you'd think we'd learn by now we can't go near him. He escapes and we get the trophy. Let's talk. Our therapist tells us her research has been hacked into, so we're off to pay her a visit. We'll be aiming to get 2 trophies here, a real hero and maybe used against you. We trace the hack to the sewers, but before we get there we need to fight through Wendell's mercenaries and get out of the burning building. We're not escaping though without performing our most important duty so far, which is rescuing this poor kitty for the A Real Hero trophy. Down in the sewers we come across turrets for the first time, but as we have 6 skill points in engineering we're able to hack them and get the trophy maybe used against you. We find out the old man was the one who hired Wendell, and data from our monitoring chip is being sent to OCP. At the OCP headquarters, we find out Afterlife will allow people to be turned into cyborgs after death, but the old man has died, leaving Becca in charge. He'll be defunding the project as well as Wendell, so I guess we have nothing to worry about. After a lot of exposition, we get the trophy cashing out for finishing the mission. Wendell has basically taken over the city at this point, with gangs running free. We track him down to a construction site and work our way through his endless army of robots and mercenaries. Eventually we confront him and kill him, but not before he casually reveals Wendell was just an identity given to him to fuck with Robocop's memories. After shrouding his identity in mystery at the start of the game, and then revealing him to be Wendell, it's kind of a throwaway line, just a little bit weird. Either way, his death ends the mission and we get the trophy not arresting you anymore. With Wendell dead, the old man dead, Afterlife defunded, what's left for us to do but put our tired robo legs up?
Moments ago, what was reported as an unidentified creature has entered the OCP headquarters and is creating havoc.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Surprise! Turns out the old man used Afterlife to put himself in Robocop 2, so we need to take him out and earn the trophy Nice Shooting Son for completing the game on any difficulty. It's a relatively straightforward boss fight. We pump him full of bullets, dodge a few attacks, and end up standing victorious to unlock the final story trophy, and with that, the precious platinum. That's what I would be saying if I hadn't messed up with those 2 missables earlier. We're gonna have to go back for them now if we want the platinum, and first up is no stone unturned for finding a secret area in the arcade. There's no traditional mission select, but luckily the game makes multiple autosaves throughout the game, so we're able to load up the mission, make it to the arcade like before, and hit the button on the side of the desk which pops the trophy for us. Good Eyes Murphy is up next for finding a PCB in a secret area of the steel mill. Again, we load up the save, make our way to the train and get the... fuck's sake. Turns out we need a level 3 engineering skill, which we did not have at this point in the game. We're also way off a level up for another skill point. After some frantic Google searches, we find that there is an OCP training disc nearby which will grant us an extra skill point. So we hotfoot it over, grab the skill point, upgrade our engineering skill and move the train. All that's left to do is climb up and grab the PCB for Good Eyes Murphy, and most importantly of all, the Platinum Trophy to serve and protect. With that trophy in the bag, our new platinum count is 189. Our overall completion percentage increases up to 71.8%, and our overall PS5 completion percentage rises to 84.16. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate if you could click that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.